Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another session of Scuba Talk. I'm Scuba Dave. This morning we're going to be talking about going over a pre-dive safety check and making sure we do a pre-dive. That's going to be the subject for this session of Scuba Talk. We'll be right back. This morning I just read an incident report that happened at one of our local dive spots. Now, luckily everybody went home at the end of the day, but it's something that should and could have been avoided. And so I'm kind of at a mystery of what happened. So let me tell you what I do know. So what happened was a group of divers went diving. They dropped down, I guess, and started their dive. At that point, another diver was leading a tour, and they also dropped down and were doing their dive. Well, out here in Southern California, our visibility is about 15 feet average. So if you don't stay close to your buddy, you can get separated real easy, okay? And that's why in the open water class, everybody under PADI, now that's all I can talk about. I'm sure other agencies talk about it as well, but under PADI, we always talk about the separation rule. If you get separated, what do we do? And that should be a part of everybody's safety plan, safety briefing. That should always be in there. That's something that we shouldn't forget. And I don't know if they didn't have a safety briefing. I don't know. It wasn't stated. But the mere fact of one of the divers from group one got separated. And from what I understand from reading the report was this diver swam around for approximately 20 to 25 minutes trying to find his group, and then found another group and got with them, and then he stopped the person leading that dive, showed him his SPG, and found out, in mere fact, he was very low on air. So they aborted their dive, got him to the surface, and then helped him back in. And as they noted in the report, that as they were taking him back in, lifeguards were already searching for him. So let's talk about that. That whole scenario could have been avoided. Okay, one, I don't know if the group talked about it or not, but if they did, then that diver did not follow the procedure. But common sense in that procedure that we learned in our open water class was separation. And that is, you stop, you search, spin around for 1 minute. I mean, not try to get yourself dizzy, just look around for 1 minute. If you don't find them, okay, then we head to the surface. If we have to do a safety stop, we do the safety stop. Then we get to the surface. Once we're at the surface, you want to give yourself a little bit of time in case your group appears, okay, in case they come up, they realize, oop, we lost you, and we're going up to look for them. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of time. I say 5 minutes. If they haven't come up in 5 minutes, then you might want to notify, the lifeguards or whoever. In this case, the person stayed under the water and kept diving, looking for them, which is a big no-no. Thankfully, he found that second group. They were able to help him get to the surface and get to shore, and boy, everybody was a happy family at that point. But the thing of it is all that could have been avoided had they met at the surface, right? For 25 minutes, they all could have went back down and enjoyed a dive together. Now, it doesn't explain what happened to group one. When they realized he was missing, it doesn't say they aborted immediately, they went to shore. It doesn't tell me anything. But being the lifeguards and that were involved, and the group two helped him get to shore, I'm assuming that group one went to shore and got help, and I guess the lifeguards started to come out and started to search for the guy when all of a sudden he popped up and they found him, which is a great deal. But it needs to be in every pre-dive safety check. It doesn't matter how good a diver you are. It doesn't matter how bad a diver you are, right? We need to talk about it. We need to make sure everybody's on page, and then we need to follow that plan. That's the bottom line. Had that guy surfaced, like I said, they probably could have popped right back down, did another dive, no big deal. But he stayed down. From what I'm reading, the person stayed back down and kept looking. And luckily he found another group. I don't know. He knew the person knew that they were low on air, right? Why didn't they surface at that point? But they kept looking for another group, which doesn't make sense. So I don't know if this person was in a class it didn't state. I don't know if this person, whatever. But it's something that as divers we need to remember. We need to take care of each other when we're out there. So that's going to do it for this week, Scuba Talk. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm scubadave94@gmail.com. You can also hit the like button, hit the subscribe to the channel if you like our content that we put out, and ring the bell. If you ring the bell, it'll let you know as soon as we put out new content. If you have anything that you think you want us to talk about, or maybe some questions to answer, please feel free. Let us know, and we'll try to either answer those questions or put some content out for you. So for this session of Scuba Talk, I just want to say, have fun, be safe, and keep diving.